Hey guys! Did anyone see Piers Morgan, I would say last week? He had, oh gosh, what's his name? He had someone on there. He's basically to me like the Steve Irwin of the wild animal community. I'll leave his name here. He had the most amazing and the most adorable, cute little animals. Well, they're not little because they're wild animals. He had everything from like monkeys to tortoises to foxes to, oh gosh, what else did he have? Snakes. He had everything. And one of my favorite things they showed were the snow leopard, because I've seen a snow leopard picture, but I've never seen like a snow leopard, not in real life because I obviously wasn't there, but my HD TV downstairs shows it pretty close to real life. So yeah, I really liked seeing that. And then I also liked they brought out some kind of lion. I believe she was a female because she didn't have a mane going on, and she looked, I don't know, she looked gorgeous. She was really pretty, but she was kind of aggressive, and I was kind of like, you go, cat, because yeah, I'm a big feline person if you guys haven't heard. But oh my god, I was gonna say, speaking of lions, because she was gorgeous, I was just thinking like how pretty she is, but speaking of lions, I have a cat, because I was saying that I'm a big feline person, and then I thought of my own cat. So I have a cat. Her name's Lucky. I'll tell you the story of my cat. So my parents had a cat when I was growing up, when I was, I'd say maybe, well, since when I was born to about 4 or 5, but then he died. They brought him over from England because they actually lived in England for a long time, and then they came over here to have me. Well, came over here and then had me. I don't know if it was to have me, but yeah. And they loved that cat. They seriously wanted a new one, but they thought, oh no, it's going to just cause more heartbreak and stuff like that. But then when I was about 5 or 6, I just said, you know what, I want a cat, so let's get a cat. So, well, I doubt that 5-year-old me would be so bold, but yeah. And we got a cat, and her name was Cassie, and she was gorgeous. She was gray, but she had a couple white spots going on, and she was really pretty, but she was super aggressive. What is it with the pretty ones being aggressive? Because she was gorgeous beyond belief, but then she would bite you so easily and like scratch you up and all this stuff. So yeah, she was an outdoor cat, and I live in, I would call it like not the middle of the forest, because I don't live in the forest, but I live in the suburbs. So there's a little bit of city going on, and there's also a little bit of like wild area going on. So basically she was an outdoor cat, and to basically put a point to a T, she died, or she didn't come home one day, and I assumed that she was eaten by a coyote. And because we do have coyotes in our area, I've actually seen one before, which is not a fun experience, but I'll vlog about that another time. So yeah, and then I had a cat named Molly shortly after that, actually. Okay, when I was about 8 or 9, I got Molly, and she was all black and had bright green yellow eyes, and she was not on the cute side. She was more of a plain Jane, but I don't know, I really loved her, and she actually was given to us by a friend of a friend, and I don't know, she was really cute, and I don't know, she was really fun, and I don't know, I really liked her. And she was also an outdoor cat, and she never came home one day too. So when she didn't come home, I was devastated, but I kind of got over it more quickly than Cassie, because I definitely thought, that was definitely when I was like, they're both definitely, either they both got run over by a car, or they both got eaten by a coyote, or one or the other, because those are the two most like frequent, easy cat deaths in our area. So I was really devastated, but my parents kind of like got me through it, and they basically said like, what can you do? It is what it is. So now fast forward to when I was about 11 or 12, and I was just hankering for a cat, because I'm an only child, and I'm a very lonely person by nature. So because it's only me, and we're the only ones that live in Canada from my family, until 2 years ago when my uncle moved. But apart from that, yeah, we were the only ones that lived in Canada my whole childhood. So I was really lonely. I didn't have any cousins to play with, or any aunts to call, or anything like that. Well, obviously I could call them, but that was it, right? So, and Skype didn't come along until a couple of years ago, so yeah. So I said, you know what, guys, to my parents, you know what, I really want another cat, and this time we'll make it an indoor cat. And they were like, yeah, okay, as long as you do all the, like, taking care of her and everything, or him. And I said, no, it's definitely going to be a her. And this was actually around the time that a friend of a friend of a friend from my dad told everyone that, like, basically they had kittens at their house, and they'd been vaccinated and looked after, and they were all clean, and they had no problems whatsoever, no fleas or anything like that. And I don't know, as soon as I heard that, I literally said to my dad, I was like, one of those cats will be ours, right? And he said, yeah. So on the weekend, we went over. It was like a 4-hour drive from where we lived, but I said, guys, if you do this for me, I will be eternally grateful, which I'm obviously eternally grateful for everything my parents have done, but yeah. And yeah, the rest is kind of history. We walked into this, it was kind of like a farm, and like a farmhouse, and we walked into the farmhouse, and we saw about like 6 kittens, but she told us that 3 of the kittens were actually from the same family, and there was 2 brothers and a girl, and the 2 brothers were playing a lot. They were playing, and they were running around, and they were scratching the wall, and all of this stuff, and they were really cute. But then I saw the way the girl, the sister, interacted with them, and I fell in love at first sight. That is the only time I've ever fallen in love at first sight, and it's probably going to be the only time I ever fall in love at first sight. So she just kind of like, if she spoke English, she would say, come on guys, buck up. Like, seriously, she just meowed at them, and she said, you know, come on, and then she like made them follow her. I have no idea how. And they followed her into a closet, and I kind of peeked around to see the edge of the door in the closet, and she was looking out at me, and the face, oh my god, I'll always remember that face. She was just like, she was, I don't know, it was like she was scared of us, but then at the same time she trusted me. I don't know. So that's when I decided that cat is mine. And I named her Lucky because to me she was the 3rd time lucky for me. And yeah, that is the story of my cats and how I have my cat. So Lucky is still with me, and I will literally die inside the day that she is gone. I don't even want to think about it. My parents have said, because she's getting a little old now, she is, hold on, she's 12, oh no, sorry, not 12, 11 years old, and she's getting kind of old, so my parents have been saying like, oh, you know, like she won't live forever type thing, to kind of get that idea in my head, but no, in my eyes, she's gonna live forever, because if she doesn't live forever physically on earth, she will definitely live forever in my heart. I love that cat to death. So I'll insert a picture of her, or a couple pictures of her in this video, because yeah, I just love her to death, but yeah, I couldn't imagine life without her. To be as cheesy as that sounds, it's just, she's the best cat in the entire world, and she's so adorable. Adorable. Like, you can't describe her in any other words. Adorable. And she's so playful and fun, and she's also got her other side of her where she's independent, and she's not lazy, but she likes her sleep. I don't know, she's just perfect in my eyes. So yeah, that's the story of my cats and the story of Lucky. I'm gonna tell you another mini story. The first day that we bought our home, because that was the time we like checked her out and stuff, and we said, yeah, we definitely want her. But then we had to come back like when we had like a kitten cage and stuff like that, so that she didn't like die in our car or like jump out of the car. So yeah, we went back, we got her, and then the first day that she actually had been in our house, my mom protested. My mom says, oh my gosh, no, like, Lucky's alright, but she loves her. I don't think that they'll ever love a cat as much as they love Sam, because that was like their cat from when they were in England, but they love Lucky. They love her so much. So yeah, we were playing with her and stuff, and then she disappeared. I kid you not, she disappeared in my house. I can't even tell you. I was sick inside. I was like, what? How does this happen? This cat literally could fit in the palm of my hand. She was really tiny. And I actually have a picture of my dad holding her in the palm of my hand, in his hand. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'll insert that as well if I can find it. But yeah, we're like, oh my gosh, she's so tiny. Like, how are we going to find her? I was crying at this point, and I had school the next day because it was the first day of school too. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is seriously, I can't do anything to keep a cat. If they die on the street or they die in my house, they're always gone missing. So I was really upset. And then literally my parents were like, just go to bed, like you will find her. Like she's gotta be in the house somewhere. There's no way she could like escape the house. And I was like, no, but what if she's dead? Or what if she did find a way? She's so tiny. And they're like, no, she'll be fine. Went to bed, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, my dad comes in my room and says, guess where she was? She was under a headboard in my parents' room. We looked everywhere but there. She was underneath the headboard, and honestly, it was hard to get under the bed, let alone the headboard. So I don't know how she did it, but she did, and she was sleeping. And then she couldn't get back out again, so she was meowing, and it woke my parents up. So yeah, that's the story of Lucky. That shows you how feisty and adventurous she is. Alright, so I guess I'm going to stop that vlog here because I've kind of gone on a lot about animals and cats and all that stuff, but just know, like, as a general thing to take away from this vlog, that I love cats. I love felines in general. I love cats, leopards, lions. I'm trying to think of another one. There's a lot of felines in the world, but I love kittens, cats, all of that. They're just adorable, and they are so smart, and I don't know, they're just kick ass. Let's face it, they kick ass. So, yeah, basically that's what I would take away from this vlog. I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you later. Love you!
Weirdest wave in the history of man.